Today, I think we completed permission concept test. So we'll do special permission, okay? Let's see here. So let's see here. First of all, we'll see how to assign the special permission. If you assign the special permission, what will happen? We'll see now, okay, practically. So generally, how to assign the permission, guys? Which command we need to use to assign the permission? Yes, guys. Which command we should use to assign the permission? chmod. Very good, Akhil. Okay. So chmod is a command to assign the permissions. So now we'll see special permission. So first of all, what is special permission? What is special permission? Special permissions are executable permissions. Special permissions are executable permission. Yes, it's a special permission. So it may be small s or capital S, okay? Special permission or executable permission. And what about X, guys? Already we discussed X as a executable permission, yes? Now, what is the difference between this S and X? Both are executable permissions only. S also executable permission, X also executable permission. I will show the difference between S and X practically, don't worry, okay? So S is a special permission, X is an executable permission. So if you want, you can provide capital S or small s. If you're providing the capital S, that means without executable permission, we are providing the special permission. If I'm providing small s along with the executable permission, I'm providing the special permission. Clear? We'll have executable permission as well as special permission if I'm providing the small s. If you provide the capital S, without executable permission, we are providing the special permission. So let's see here how to assign the special permission for files and as well as directories. Okay. User. So user special permission. User special permission. So you can say set UID or SUID. Clear, guys? You can say set UID or SUID. Set user ID or SUID. Set user ID. How to set the user ID? Okay. chmod u plus s. And then we need to provide the file name. Okay. So we need to provide the file name. I'm trying to assigning the special permission for user. I'm assigning special permission for user using chmod u plus s and then file name r. Okay. chmod 4. Okay. And 7. 7 means full permission for user. This 4 is a special permission. Okay. So this 4 is a special permission for user. 7 is a full permission for user. And then 4 read permission for group and read permission for other users. And then finally provide the file name. Both are same, guys. If you want, you can give like this. If you want, you can give like this. Both are same. Both are same. Guys, user special permission is for only for files. Only for files, not for directory. Not for directory. Only for executable files. Clear? User special permission for only for executable files, not for directories. Clear? So I hope you got it. So user special permission for only for files, the two executable files, not for directories. Next. So now I'm trying to assigning the special permission for group. Group special permission. Set GID. Okay. You can say SGID also. How to assign the special permission for group? chmod G plus S. And if you want, you can provide the group special permission for files as well as directory. But I'm trying to providing the group special permission for directory because we'll have the one concept called directory collaboration using the special permission. Okay. I'm providing the directory name. Okay. R chmod, okay, 2775 and directory name. So if you want, you can provide the group special permission for files as well as for directories also. I'm providing the directories because we'll have the one concept called directory collaboration with the help of special permission for group. Okay. So if I'm assigning the special permission for group, we'll do directory collaboration. Okay. And next, other special permission. Sticky bit permission. It says sticky permission, not sticky bit, sticky permission. So other special permissions are sticky permission. So how to assign this sticky permission for other user? chmod O plus T, not S. We should provide O plus T. Okay. And then directory name. It's only for directories, not for files. Other special permission will apply for only directories, not for files, guys. Okay. So if you provide the like other special permission files, there is no use. Okay. And how to assign the numerical values? 1777 and then dir, directory name. This is only for directory. Only for directories. And it's only for files. Only for files. Clear? And you can assign this group special permission for files and as well as directory, but we are doing directory collaboration concept. Because of that reason, I was given the directory name only. Clear, guys? I hope you clear how to assign the special permissions to the files and directories. Yes, no? So I hope you got it. So do you have any doubts, any questions here? Okay. So we'll do practically now. So let's see, guys, it's a very, very important concept. And then most of the people having the confusion here. Okay. So because of that reason, I'm asking a number of the times whether you're getting or not like this. Okay. So let's see here. We need executable files, guys. We need a script files or program files. So to assign the special permission, can we able to consider one command as a one executable file? Yes, guys. Command is a one executable program. Yes. We'll have few commands inside our operating system. Can we consider one command as an executable file? Yes, no. For doing the practical session, I'm trying to taking one command, I'm assigning the special permission for a particular command. Okay, so let's see here. So can we able to execute this command with the help of root user? Yes, we can. We can able to execute this command with the help of root user. It is possible. can be able to execute the same command with the help of normal user without sudo permission? Yes, guys. Can we able to execute the root user command with the help of normal user without sudo permission? It is possible? So no, Prajwal. Okay, good. So no, I'm going to exit from the root user. I'm executing fdisk-l with the help of normal user. We didn't get any result here because it's not executed. So now, for example, fdisk is a one file. It's a one executable file. The file where it got located, guys, this fdisk command, where it will be located? Where it will locate? In etc. No. So from where we'll get this fdisk command? All the super user commands, all the super user executable command, sbin. So I already given the information to you people day before yesterday. If you doesn't know the location of the particular command, so how we need to get the location? How we need to get the location? Which is a command we should use to get the proper location. So which, then fdisk. Sbin fdisk. The fdisk file, it got located inside the sbin. So how to check the properties of this fdisk file, executable file? How, guys? How we need to check the properties of this file? Yes, Prajwal, Sachin, Chandana. Yes, guys. How to know the properties of this particular file? So usually how you are going to get the properties, guys? ls-l. Very good, Milan. Okay. ls-l, then sbin fdisk. That's it, no? So this is the properties of the file. So sbin fdisk is a one file. Inside the sbin directory, we'll have the one file called fdisk. So rwx for user, rx for group, and then rx for other users. And who's the owner of this file? Root. And who's the group owner of this file? Root. Clear? I hope you're clear. By default, we'll have already executable permission. This executable permission, it will apply for root user. Only this command, it will be executed by root user only, not for normal users. Now, my intention is I need to execute this command with the help of normal user also. Anybody, any user, they need to execute this command. So what I need to do now? So let's see here. chmod u plus s, then sbin fdisk, then hit enter. So let's check the properties of this sbin fdisk file. See, we have s now instead of x. Got it? Before we'll have the x here. Now instead of x, we'll have the s now. Got it, guys? So I hope you're clear. How to assign the special permission to the particular file. The two executable file. Okay. Then exit from the root user. Execute fdisk-l command. You can. Got it? What is the use of special permission for user? I hope you're clear. This special permission for user, it's not that much of important for administrator. It's important for developer because developer, he will develop the application. He need to provide the access for each and every user account. Because of that reason, we should provide the special permission for user account. Got it? I hope you're clear, guys. Yes, no. So user special permission. If I'm providing the special permission for user, everybody, so this normal user also, it will act like as a root user for only that particular file, not for all the commands, guys. Only for that particular command. So like this, we'll have few commands at having the special permission. So let's see here, ls-l, when password. See, password command having the special permission. Password command having the special permission. Because of that reason, a normal user, he can able to change his password. Clear? I hope you got it. Special permission for users. What is the use of special permission for users? Okay. Yes, guys. The next. Special permission for groups. Special permission for groups. I'm trying to assigning the special permission for group, that too especially for directory, not for file. Okay. So let's see here. I'll create one directory, mkdir pepsi. Okay. Pepsi is a directory. I was created. The directory Pepsi got created. Who's the owner of this directory, guys? Root. He had the fill permission RWX. RX is a permission for other groups and RX permission for other users. Okay. Default permission we have. So root is a owner of this Pepsi directory and it having RWX permission. That means read and write executable permission will have for other root user. Okay. Other users doesn't have the permission and group members, group owner also doesn't have the permission. Okay. Now, I'm trying to create a few user account. We are doing directory collaboration, guys. Okay. Directory collaboration using special permission for group. Okay. So what is the use of a special permission for groups? In the sense we can do directory collaboration. I will do one thing. I will create few user accounts. For example, user add U1 and then user add U2. I was created 2 user account. Again, I am creating one group called group add Red Hat. How to add the users into the group, guys? How we need to add the users into the group? So which command I need to execute to add the users into the group? User more hyphen A capital G, then group name, then username. The same way I'm trying to adding the one more user, U2 also into the group. Now U1 and U2 both it belongs to Red Hat member, Red Hat group members. Clear? Now Pepsi is a directory. Who's a group owner of this Pepsi directory, guys? Who's a group owner of the Pepsi directory? Root. Root is a group owner. How to change the group ownership? How to change the group ownership of the particular Pepsi directory, like directory called Pepsi? So group owner is root only. I need to change the ownership. Group ownership, not ownership. I need to change the group ownership to the Pepsi directory. CHGRP. Very good. Okay. CHGRP and then provide the group name called Red Hat and then Pepsi is a directory. Now let's check the list. See here. Instead of root, we have Red Hat. Instead of root, we'll have Red Hat. Now I change the group owner as a Red Hat to the Pepsi directory. Now, can we able to create the files and directories with the help of U1 and U2 inside the Pepsi now? It is possible. Yes, guys. U1 and U2 both are Red Hat group members. Yes. U1 and U2 both are Red Hat group members. So, I change the group ownership of the Pepsi directory. So now U1, U2, they have the permission to create the files and directories inside the Pepsi. Yes, guys. Can you able to create files and directories with the help of U1, U2 inside the Pepsi directory? It is possible? No. Very good, Chandana. Why? Why no? Because group doesn't have the full access. That's it, no? Group doesn't have the full access. We'll have the read and executable permission for group. Always having read and executable permission for group, in the sense group members also having the read and executable permission. Clear? So what I need to do? I need to add W permission for group. That's it now. So let's verify. I didn't add any W permission. So try to log in as a U1. So try to create few files with the help of U1. See, permission denied because doesn't have the access. Now what I'm doing in the sense, chmod G plus W, then Pepsi, and hit enter. So ls-l. We add the W permission into the group now. So now group having the full permission RWX. So we can able to create the files inside the Pepsi with the help of U1 user account. So let's see here. ABCD is a file I was created. Yes. Who's the owner of this ABCD, guys? U1. Who's the group owner of this ABCD? By default, U1. Okay. Now exit from U1, login as a U2. Okay. Then create one more file with the help of U2 user account called XYZ. See here, XYZ file got created successfully. Who is the owner of this? XYZ, U2, and group owner also U2. Clear, guys? I hope you're clear. Now my intention is, while I'm trying to creating the files or directories, anything inside the Pepsi directory, owner should save. If I'm creating the file with the help of U1 user, the owner should U1, but the group owner should Red Hat. Okay. While I'm creating the directory, while I'm creating the file with the help of U1 user account, the owner should U1 only, but the group owner we should not have U1. We need a Red Hat here. Instead of U1, we require Red Hat. Instead of U2, we need a Red Hat. By default, we should have the group owner called Red Hat. That is called directory collaboration. How we'll do this? See here, chmod G plus S, then Pepsi is a directory. Now let's check the permissions. See here, RWS. Instead of X, we got S now. Now go to Pepsi, CD Pepsi, then try to log in as a U1. Now try to create on file called file1. Yes, it got created. See guys, if you observe the file1, the owner is U1 now and the group owner is Red Hat. That means this file1 having the access for U1 user account as well as U2 user account. U2 user and U1 user, both they can able to manage this file. Got it, guys? This is called directory collaboration. I'm trying to log in with the U2 user account. I'm creating one more file called file2. So let's check the list. See here, the file2 also having the Red Hat group owner by default. So this is called directory collaboration. Clear? So I hope you got it. Do you have any doubts, any questions? Special permission for group. If you provide the special permission for groups, so it will happen. Directory collaboration will happen. Okay. So I hope you're clear, guys. Sriram, do you have any doubt? Sairam, not Sriram. Sairam. Okay, good. Okay, so this is all about special permission for groups. Now we'll see other user special permission, that is called sticky permission. Sticky permission. So sticky permission only for directories, not for files, guys. Okay, sticky permission, it's only for directories, not for files. So let's see here. I'm trying to creating one more directory called Red Bull. Red Bull directory got created successfully. It having by default permission RWX for user, RX for group, and RX for other users. Who's a user? Root, and group owner is root. So owner and group owner both are root now. Okay. So now I'm providing the full access for other users. Anybody, they need to create the files and directories inside the Red Bull now. It may be U1, it may be U2, it may be student user. How we need to provide this permission, guys? How we need to provide the full permission for other users? Yes, other users having only RX. That's it, no? Other users having only RX. So I need to provide the full permission for other users. How to provide the full permission for other users? chmod 757. Very good. Okay. chmod O plus W also you can use. Okay. So let's see here. chmod O plus W, then Red Bull. Then it enter. So now let's check the list. See, other users having the full permission. So inside the Red Bull directory, anybody can create files and directories. Okay, anybody can create files and directories. So let's verify. CD Red Bull, CD Red Bull. Now I'm trying to log in as a U1 user account. I'm trying to creating few files and directories. Okay, I'm creating one file called with the help of touch command, file1. The file1 created by U1 user account. So U1 is the owner of the file1. Okay. Exit, login as a U2, and create one more file called file2. So let's check the list. File1 owner is U1 and file2 owner is U2 now. Now I'm logging as a U2. Guys, can we able to delete the file1 with the help of U2 user account? It is possible. Yes, guys. Can we able to delete the file1 with the help of U2 user account? It is possible. No. Why no? Let's see here. rm-rf file1. We can, because Red Bull having the full permission for other users. Full permission means he can able to create the files, he can able to delete the files. Anybody can create the files, anybody can delete anybody's file. For example, Sachin, he was created the file inside the Red Bull directory. Maybe Aprup, he came and then he was deleted. So he had the access, Aprup having the access to delete the file, so created by Sachin. Because Red Bull directory having the full permission. Maybe he is a different owner, but this directory having the full permission. Now full permission means we can able to create, we can able to modify, we can able to delete. Yes. Now in real-time environment, Sachin, he was created one file, he writes some code and then he stored this file into the one directory. Maybe Anurup, he came and then he was deleted this file. What will happen? What will happen, guys? It will happen, na? Yes, always it will happen if you didn't provide the proper permission for particular directory. That's it now, Sachin. Full permission for others means, so this directory is open now. Anybody can create, anybody can delete any file. Got it? Now my intention is, who is the owner, he need to delete, that's it. Apart from the owner, remaining people, they should not delete the file. Okay. How we should do this? Exit chmod O plus T, simple. Okay. So let's see here. Okay. So exit, login as a root user. Okay. So now chmod O plus T, not O plus S. Okay. We should provide O plus T, sticky permission. O plus T. Then directory name Red Bull. Now let's check the list. See, Red Bull having the sticky permission. Red Bull having sticky permission. So go to Red Bull, cd Red Bull. Then the file got created with the help of U2 user account. I'll do one thing. I'll log in with U1 and try to deleting this U2 user file. What happened? Operation not permitted. Now, U1 doesn't have the access to delete the U2 user file called file2 because we assign sticky permission for other user account. Got it? So I hope you're clear, guys. So do you have any doubts, any questions, and special permission? Sticky only to delete means who's the owner, he can able to delete, that's it. Milan. Even though if you're providing the full permission for other users to the particular directory, inside the directory, if you're creating few files, for example, Milan, he was created one file, and Approve, he was created one file. So Milan is a user of the maybe one file, so he can able to manage, that's it. Approve, he is unable to manage. Okay, Approve. So where you will have the confusion? Sure, I will share the history, don't worry. Set. This is all about special permission. If you provide the full permission, what will happen? Anybody, they can able to delete the anybody's file, okay? If I'm providing the sticky permission, only user he can able to, who's the owner of the particular file, he can able to delete, he can able to modify. So how you can require a special permission in the sense manually you need to change with the help of chmod option. How we assign, like the same we can remove. I use plus option to assign. You can use minus option to remove the permission. Got it? So I hope you're clear, guys. Okay, right. So can we do ACLs? Access control list. I'll provide some theoretical part for you people. And then maybe if it doesn't have the much time, so if you're having the time, then we'll do the practical session also, okay? So let's see. I hope you're clear about special permission. Now we'll do ACLs, okay? ACL, access control list. Access control list. Okay, so we'll do access control list now. Have few user accounts, for example, Sachin, okay, then Rajwal, then Philip. Okay, we have few user accounts, guys. Sachin, Prajwal, and Philip. Okay, so we are doing ACLs. access control list full form. And then I am creating the one directory with the help of root user. So this is one directory, guys. It's one directory. So I'm trying to creating the one directory. Okay. Can give any name. Okay. Pepsi or whatever it may be, can give any name. Okay. So I'm trying to providing the directory name here. So I'm providing the directory call Red Hat. Okay. So Red Hat is a directory name. Red Hat is a directory name. It will be created by whom? Root user. Oppo, whatever, if you want, you can use Oppo, Vivo, root user. Who's created this directory called Red Hat? Okay. Sachin, he was given Oppo. I'll rename this directory as a Oppo. 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 Instead of Red Hat. So every day we are using same names, Red Hat, RHGL, and these all stuff. We'll change the names, okay? Guys, this is directory. Oppo is a directory. Directory means folder. Who's created this folder? Root user. Who's the owner of this Oppo directory? Root. Root having the full access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory. Okay. Sachin, he have the access, guys, to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. Prajwal, he having the access. Philip, he have the access inside the to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. Yes, no. These users, they have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory, guys. Yes, guys. Can we able to create? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? I'm asking some questions to you peoples. Audio is unstable. Now it's okay. Okay. So I'm asking one question. Can we able to create the files and directories with the help of Sachin user account, Prajwal user account, Philip user account inside the web Oppo? Who's the owner of this Oppo directory? Root. Root only having the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. Sachin doesn't have the access. Prajwal doesn't have the access, and Philip also doesn't have the access because they're all other users. Other users doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. Clear? Only root having the full access because of that reason. Okay, I'm creating one group. Okay, this is one group. A group name, Sachin, any name? Redmi, Realme. Okay, good. So group name is Realme. Okay, Vivo. Okay, Vivo is good. So Vivo is a group name. Mahipal, he was given the like name, group name called Vivo. Okay, and then group members will have Mahipal is a group member of the Vivo, and as well as the name Prajwal, Philip, Mahipal, anybody approve. Okay, That's it now, approve. Okay. Okay, I did, I think, typo mistake. Okay. So approve. So Apru and Mahipal both are members of the VO group. Clear? This is a VO group. So G means group, guys. Okay. So there's a VO group, and the group members is Mahipal and Apru. So Mahipal and Apru, they can able to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. It's possible, guys. No. Because these people's also other users. These people's also other users. They doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory. Only root. Very good, Chandana. Okay. Now my intention is I'm trying to allowing Prajwal to create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory and as well as a VO group. So VO group members are Mahipal and then Apuru. Mahipal and then Apuru. Now I need to allow few peoples. I should not allow few peoples. This is called ACL. Access control list. We are allowing the access for someone. We are denying the access for someone. Always other users doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory. But my intention is I need to allow few peoples. I need to allow few groups also. Now I'm allowing Prajwal, he need to create the files and directory inside the Oppo. I am allowing group called VO. So this VO group members should create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory. That means Mahipal and Approve should create the files and directories inside the Oppo. How we should do. This is called ACLs, guys. Access control list. We are controlling the access according to our requirement. It may be for files, it may be for directories. Got it? Now, Sachin and Philip, these people, they doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo now. How we need to provide this access for particular user account, for particular group? Okay? We'll have only two commands, guys. We'll have only two commands. One is get FACL and set FACL. Get FACL, set FACL. Get FACL is a command to know the ACL permission for particular directory. Set FACL is a command to assign the ACL permission for particular directory or file. Clear? So can we do practically according to this diagram? How to allow the Prajwal and then VO group member, they need to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. So how we should do? So let's see here. It's very, very simple, guys. Set FACL -m is a command. Set FACL to know the list of the ACLs. To list out the ACLs. How many people having the access? How many groups having the access to know the ACLs? So we need to execute the get FACL command. Okay. So how to set the ACLs? Set FACL -m. M means modification. So now I'm trying to providing the ACL permission for Prejwal user account. So Prejwal is a one user. So if you want, you can provide user, or otherwise you can use you. That's enough. Colon. And we need to provide the username called Prejwal. We should username here. So we need to provide username called so Prejwal. Copy this, paste it here. Image. Okay, I'll type. So Prejwal is a username. Colon. What type of permission I need to provide for Prejwal? Read, write, executable permission. Full permission I am trying to providing for Prejwal. Comma. Comma. I need to provide the permission for group. Okay. G colon group name Vivo colon RWX. Now I provide the full permission for group called Vivo, and automatically Mahipal and Approve both having the full permission because these both the people are member of the Vivo group. Okay. Then for other users, comma, Wo colon. So other users means everybody apart from these peoples, everyone is other users only. No need to provide especially name there. O colon read only permission I am providing. R hyphen to whom we should provide this permission for Oppo directory. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear. So like this, we are assigning the ACS. See, you need to deny Prejwal user. R is enough. I'm allowing the Prejwal user, he need to create the files and directories inside Oppo. Because of that reason, I was given RWX. And I was given the RWX for Vivo. So Vivo members, group members is a Mahipal and Apuru. So this both the people's having the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. And other users doesn't have access because other users are Sachin and Philip. These both the peoples doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. Clear? I hope you're clear. Can we do practically? Yes, guys. Yeah, so let's see here. I'm trying to creating one directory called Oppo directory having default permission RWX for user, RX for group, RX for other user. And we'll have small dot C guys here. We'll have the small dot. That means this Oppo directory doesn't have any ACLs as of now because I was created one directory recently. So this directory doesn't have any ACLs. If we having the small dot, that means this directory or file, it doesn't have the ACLs. Who is the owner? Root, and group owner is root. Clear? Now you need a like detail, like very detailed ACL details if you require. Get FACL we need to use. Okay, get FACL. Oppo is a directory name. See here, the file name is Oppo. That means directory name is Oppo. Owner, who is the owner? Root, and who is the group owner? Root, and then user having the full permission. That means root having the full permission, but group doesn't have the full permission, and other users also doesn't have the full permission. Clear? So we doesn't have any ACL permission for this particular directory called Oppo now. Okay, clear? I'll do one thing. I'll create few user account. How to create the users, guys? User add Sachin. Okay, user add Prejwal. So user add Philip. Okay. A few more user accounts I'm trying to creating here. Mahipal and then approve. Mahipal and then approve. Okay. So 5 user account I was created. Sachin, Prajwal, Philip, and then Mahipal, and then approve. I'm creating the one group add according to this diagram, guys. According to this diagram, I'm trying to creating users and groups now. Okay. Vivo. Vivo is a group name. Now I'm trying to adding the Mahipal and approve into the Vivo group. So how to add, guys? User mod is a command. Apne capital G. Then Vivo is a group name. Okay. I'm adding Mahipal and as well as approve both the peoples. So check ID Mahipal. Got it? Then ID approve. So clear, guys? So according to this diagram, I was created few user accounts, I was created few like groups, and I was added few users into this group. Okay. Now Oppo doesn't have the access now. Okay. So Prajwal also he is unable to create, and then Vivo group members also they are unable to create a person. I'm trying to assign the ACLs for Oppo now. So how to assign the ACLs? Let's see here. Set up ACL -M U colon. Then I'm providing the permission for Prajwal user account. What happened? I'm trying to providing the permission for Prajwal user account RWX, comma U G colon. I'm providing the permission for Vivo group, comma O colon R W. Only R, that's enough. Doesn't require W and these all. I'm trying to providing the read-only permission for other users. So who's the other users now? Sachin, Philip, that's it. Now these both the people are other users now. Okay. I'm trying to providing this permission to whom? Oppo directory. Oppo is a directory name. So now let's check the list, guys. See here. Oppo is a directory. If you observe, Oppo having the plus instead of dot. Oppo directory having small plus symbol. That means this directory having ACLs. This is on small code. So by saying the like files and directories, you can able to identify whether we'll have the ACLs or not for the particular file or directory. If we have the dot, so there is no ACLs. Instead of dot, if we have the plus symbol, we'll have the ACLs for this particular directory. Got it? Directory or file, whatever it may be. So you can provide the ACLs for files also. It's not like this, we need to provide the ACLs for only directories. Clear? So now I need a detailed information to whom have the access, to whom doesn't have the access. Okay. We provide the access for whom, and then we didn't provide the access. So let's see here. So get FACL, then Oppo, and hit enter. See here. User Prajwal having the full access. Group Vivo also having the full access. Now Mahipal and then Apuru, these both the peoples also having access because Vivo having the full access. Mahipal and Apuru both are group members. And then 3 peoples they can able to create the files and directories inside the Oppo now. If you want, you can verify. So cd Oppo, then login as a Prajwal. Okay, so try to create the files with the help of Prajwal user account inside the Oppo. We can, guys. So touch. So I'm creating the file called file1. Yes. File1 it got created by Prajwal now. Then exit. I'm trying to log in as a Mahipal. Na? So Mahipal or approve. Okay. So I'm trying to log in as a Mahipal. Just choose a Mahipal and try to create the file 2 with the help of Mahipal. Yes, Mahipal also having the access. Mahipal also he can able to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. And exit from the Mahipal user account, log in with approve. So try to create the one more file called file3. Yes, approve also having the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory now. So now exit from the approve and try to log in as a Sachin. So Sachin user account. Okay. Can we able to create the files and directories with help of Sachin now? It's possible, guys. Permission denied. You can log in as a Philip user account. So Philip also doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory. Sachin and Philip both are other user accounts. They doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. Clear? So I hope you got it. This is ACLs. This is ACLs. How to verify the ACLs, guys? Get FACL, then Oppo is a directory name. So file name is Oppo, owner root, and group owner also root, and owner having the full permission, and Prajwal user also having the full permission. A group doesn't have the full permission, and Vivo group having the full permission. What is this mask? Other user always doesn't have the full permission, it having the read-only access. And what is this value called mask here? What is the use of this mask? User file creation marks, you know, na? You mask. Like the same way here will have the mask value, it will help to us to create the file permissions. Mask value, it will help to us to create the file permission. So how to change the mask value? If you change the mask value, what will happen? Let's see now. Guys, I hope you're clear. Thank you. Okay. So now, let's see here. I'm trying to changing the mask value. Set FACL -m is a modification. M for mask. Otherwise, if you want, you can write MASK also. There is no issues. ::. I am providing the read-only permission. By default, mask having the RWX full permission, but I'm trying to providing only read-only permission. I'm changing the mask value permissions now to whom? Oppo directory. Now get FACL Oppo. See, guys, I made a read-only permission. This mask value it got affected to Prajwal as well as Vivo, including the default group. Now, Prajwal doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo, and Vivo group members also doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. Then if you want, you can verify there is no issues. Okay, so CD Oppo, then switch user. We already use switch user. Okay, I'm using Prajwal. So try to create one file with the help of Prajwal user account. Permission denied. So actually I was given the full permission for Prajwal, but I changed the mask value. The mask value got affected for Prajwal now. So the mask value is read only. Because of that reason, Prajwal user he is unable to create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory. Clear? I hope you got it. Then exit. So if you want, you can log in as a Mahipal, otherwise we'll have the approved user. Yes, you can log in with the approved user account, try to create some files with the help of Apurv. No. Apurv also doesn't have the access. Group members also doesn't have the access. And Prajwal user also, he doesn't have the access to create the files and directories. If you change the mask value, then I need to create the files and directories with the help of Prajwal and group this Vivo group members. What I need to do? I need to refix the mask value as RWX. Got it? So let's see how to refix this. Set FACL -m RWX Oppo. Then get FACL Oppo. We doesn't have effective option here. Got it? So I hope you're clear. This is the way you can change the mask value. So with the help of mask value, we'll get the permission for like file permission for users and groups. Okay. This is all about ACLs, guys. So can we continue for 15 minutes? We'll have the default ACLs. We coming to ACLs, we'll have two types of ACLs. One is ACL, another one is default ACL. We completed ACLs concept. Okay. Now we'll do default ACL. Okay. We'll finish ACLs today. Okay. So we'll do default ACLs. How to assign the default ACL? Guys, go to Oppo directory. I'm trying to log in as a Prajwal user account. You can log in any user account. So it may be Prajwal or Mahipal or Approve. Okay. I'm trying to creating one directory with the help of Prajwal. Okay. So dir1 is a directory name. So with the help of Prajwal user account, I was created one directory called dir1 inside the Oppo. Okay. So now dir1 doesn't have the any ACLs, guys. Clear? By default, doesn't have any ACLs. My intention is, while I'm trying to creating the files and directories, I need a ACL permission by default inside the Oppo directory. So inside the Oppo directory, if I'm trying to creating the files and directories with the help of any user account, the file and directory should have the ACL. Got it? That is called default ACLs. By default, it should have the ACLs. While you're trying to creating at the time itself only, so we need to assign the ACL. What type of ACL we need to assign? So any type of ACLs you can assign. So now let's see here. According to this diagram, now I'm providing the default ACLs here. Okay. Now, Prajwal, he was created one directory inside the Oppo, and then Mahipal, he was created one directory inside the Oppo. Apurop also, he was created one directory inside the Oppo. Okay. These people, they have the access to create the directories and to delete the directories inside the Oppo directory because they have the full permission now. Sachin doesn't have the access and Philip also doesn't have the access. Now my intention is Sachin, he should not create the files and directories inside the Oppo, but who created the user accounts of Mahipal and then Apurop and then Prajwal. So these people, they are creating few directories inside the Oppo, but the Sachin, they need to manage this directory. I hope you got it, guys. Sachin, he need to manage the directories belongs to Prajwal, Mahipal and Apurop. He should have the access to create the files and directories inside the, maybe Prajwal, he was created one directory called dir1 or dir2. Sachin, he should have the access for dir2. He need to create the files and directories inside the dir2, but not into Oppo directory. Got it? I hope you're clear, guys. This scenario. How we need to provide this ACL permissions? So let's see here. Sachin, he should have the access to create the files and directories inside the, for example, Prajwal, he was created one directory called dir2 inside the Oppo. Mahipal, he was created one directory called dir3 inside the Oppo. And Apurop also, he was created one directory called dir4 inside the Oppo. So generally, Sachin, he doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Oppo directory now. But the Sachin should have the access to manage Mahipal's directory and approve directories and Prajwal directory. Got it? But he is unable to create the files and directories inside the Oppo. But he can able to create the files. So created by Prajwal. So Prajwal he was created dir2. Then Sachin he can able to manage. He can able to create the files and directories inside the dir2. Clear? So with the help of default permissions, default ACLs, we are going to assign now. Okay. Now let's see here how to assign the default permissions. Exit from the Prajwal. Come back to setup ACL -m. If you want, you can write default or otherwise D. So D is best. Okay. D : U : whom I'm providing the permission, default permission, but Sachin user account. Sachin user account. RWX to whom? Oppo. Alright guys, get FACL Oppo. See. Default user RWX, then Sachin having the full permission for default. Okay. So let's see here. I hope you're clear, guys. Now let's see. Go to Oppo directory, then log in as a I'll do one thing. Prajwal. I'm trying to log in with the help of Prajwal user account. I'm creating one directory called demo. The demo directory got created by Prajwal, guys. Okay. So let's check the list. Okay. Demo directory got created. See, if you observe demo having the ACL. Plus means it having the ACL. What type of ACL is it having? Get FACL demo. See. Sachin user, he have the access to create the files and directories inside the demo now. I hope you're clear, guys. I hope you're clear. CD, exit from Prajwal, CD, demo, then login as a Sachin user account. Okay. Then try to create the files and directories. mkdir, then test r. Can you any name? Okay, mkdir, dir1. Got it. I hope you're clear, guys. This is the way we need to provide the default permission for any user account, any groups also. So you can give for users as well as for groups. It depends upon your requirement. Clear? Yes, no? Yeah, I'll keep history. Don't worry, Chandana. Okay. So now we'll have the one more concept. So I hope you're clear about ACLs and default ACLs. How to transfer the ACLs from one directory to another directory or one file to another file. Okay. And here one also having the ACLs. Got it? By default, it having the ACLs. Sai Kiran. So now let's see here. How to transfer the ACLs from one directory to another directory. So get FACL Oppo. We'll have this ACL permission for Oppo directory. I'm trying to transfer this ACL permission for some different directory call. I'm trying to creating one more directory. Can give any name, guys? Any name? Realme or Redmi, whatever it may you can say. Redmi, eh? Okay. Redmi is a one directory. So check the list of the Redmi directory. Redmi directory doesn't have any ACLs now. You'll have the dot symbol. Redmi directory doesn't have any ACLs. So if you want, you can verify. Get FACL Redmi. See here. So we doesn't have any ACL permission for Redmi now. Okay. Now, what will have the ACL permission for Oppo? I'm trying to assign the same permission for Redmi now. I'm trying to transfer in the same permission for Redmi now. So no need to assign manually. Okay. How? It's very simple. Get FACL, Oppo, pipe symbol, set FACL. Guys, please concentrate here. Set FACL, hyphen set, hyphen file is equal to hyphen Redmi. Clear? That's it. Simple. Get FACL, Oppo. What we are getting the output. I'm going to set this output for Redmi directory. We should have the space, guys, in between hyphen and Redmi. Okay. Then get FACL. So if you want, you can check the list first of all. See. The Redmi directory having the ACLs. Before Redmi doesn't have the ACLs. See here. Before Redmi doesn't have ACLs. Now Redmi having the ACLs now. Redmi having ACLs now. Now let's check the get FACL command. Redmi. See. What will have the permission for Oppo directory? The same permission we copied from Oppo to the Redmi now. It's very, very important command. So usually most of the people, they doesn't know this. Most of the people, they doesn't know this command. So how will you transfer the ACL permission from one directory to another directory, one file to another directory using this command? Here. This is a command we should use. Okay, so please make a note. So we assign the ACLs, it's okay. How to remove the ACLs? We should learn how we need to remove the ACLs also. First of all, make a note. From where, guys? I think from here. 54. How you can remember? So you should have the interest, guys, because of that, then only we can able to remember. Sachin. So do the practical session, you are also going to remember everything. Okay. See, if you observe, I didn't take any notes now. Directly I'm teaching to you peoples without any book and without any reference book, reference document and these all. Yes? Yes, no. 100 and that's it, only 100. So if you're doing practical session, then you're also going to get like the small issues. Yeah, guys, up compared to me, then you'll have the good knowledge, guys. I doesn't have that much of, I am not that much of intelligent guy, okay? So you can remember very easily, but you need to do the practical session. Okay? So now let's see here how to remove the ACLs from the particular directory. Okay, it's very simple. Set FACL. Okay. Let's see here. First of all, check the ACL permission for Oppo. I'm removing the ACLs. So set FACL hyphen B hyphen X, guys. First of all, we'll see X and then we'll see later B X to remove the permission. So I'm trying to removing the permission for Prajwal user account. Okay, then directory name is Oppo. See, so Prajwal doesn't have any ACL permission. I'm trying to removing Vivo group X G colon Vivo. See, got it? I need to remove all the permission. I need default permission. Okay. Set FACL hyphen B. Individually, you need to remove one by one. So we should use X option. We need to remove all the permission at a time. So set FACL hyphen B. Clear? Simple. Set FACL hyphen B. Then Oppo. Then get FACL Oppo, no ACL permission. See, Oppo doesn't have the plus symbol here. We'll have the dot. That means it doesn't have any ACLs for this Oppo directory. Clear, guys? So I hope you're clear. So any doubts, any questions? So this is all about ACLs, guys. So tomorrow we'll see process management, operating system process management. This is also very, very important chapter for real-time environment, operating system process management. Okay. Yes, guys, I hope you're clear. So do you have any doubts, any questions? Yes, no? Please do the practical session. Good, good, guys. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. So bye, take care. So tomorrow we'll do process management, okay? Yeah, bye, guys, bye.